G'day guys, Mike here, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. Be sure to hit that subscribe button below and check out some of my other videos, some of which are on screen now. Today, I want to do a video talking about a new animated movie that, unfortunately, is extremely overrated. Let's get into it. Okay, so as a fan of animation and as a fan of movies, I was really excited to see that a new animated movie that was straight to Netflix called The Mitchells vs. the Machines has been almost universally acclaimed with a 97% on Rotten Tomatoes, which I think you could agree is pretty good. I was really excited to check out this film. A lot of people seem to be saying really positive things about it. And wow, I was really disappointed. And I'm not playing devil's advocate here. Like, I'm usually very positive about movies. I always try to find good things about movies. I'm like, oh, that was actually pretty good. Like, people say it's really bad. I actually think it's pretty good. I don't think it's that bad. I think it was good. And this movie was like just okay, but it is absolutely one of the most overrated films ever. And I think that sometimes if you hype yourself up and see all these positive reviews, you think, oh my god, this is going to be the best movie ever. I am so excited that everyone's saying these amazing things about this movie, but it's not that good. It's not bad either. This is like your pretty run-of-the-mills cliche family animated movie. There is nothing substantial about the narrative of this film. I think the thing that most people are talking about when it comes to this movie is the different animation styles throughout it. This movie is really unique in the way that it is animated because it blends some really great 3D animation in different styles as well as 2D animation, blending it with the 3D. And it also is really strangely edited, or uniquely edited, I should say. There are a lot of what I can only describe as like meme edits in this movie. Like, this movie really capitalizes on meme culture, I guess. And I'll talk a little bit more about the animation style in a sec, but I will do a little summary first of what this movie is about. It essentially revolves around this dysfunctional but loving family who accidentally get caught up in a robot apocalypse. This movie had a planned theatrical release under the name Connected, but due to COVID-19 and everything involved in theaters at the moment, it was pushed straight to Netflix under the title The Mitchells vs. the Machines. The lead character and her dad, who looks who looks strangely like Mr. Incredible. Like, seriously, look at these two side by side. They look exactly the same. Their design is literally the same. Have a strained relationship, and the main character can't wait to head off to college, and the dad decides to road trip the whole family to her college, much to her dismay. The family then gets caught up in the robot apocalypse and has to learn to work together in order to overcome the robot apocalypse. It's a bit of fun, there's a lot of comedy in this movie, and there is a lot of undertones around the way that we are using technology in modern society, the way that we are addicted to our phones and we're all using social media all the time, and sort of like that Ferris Bueller thing of life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you might miss it. Kind of like those kind of vibes. You see a lot of this commentary on artificial intelligence and technology through the main company, PAL, who are developing virtual voice assistants, which is pretty much exactly what Apple is, down to the fact that PAL is literally an anagram of the first three letters of Apple. Like, this is clearly a commentary on modern day technology, particularly the iPhone and Mac and Siri and all of these other things that we are doing in our modern lives. And these technological developments are what are leading to this robot apocalypse and the robots taking over the world. As fun as this is as a family movie, even though it isn't that fun and I got really bored at about 90 minutes, a lot of the commentary falls really short because it already exists in common vernacular. This isn't like groundbreaking in any way that this movie is talking about the issues with social media and people's phone usage. Like, there was literally a documentary last year called The Social Dilemma. Like, we've talked about all of this stuff for a very long time. This isn't like cutting edge or new in any way. Nor is this story of the family dynamic and the family having to come together to solve the problems. This is a very cliche storyline in this film. A lot of it is very predictable. You can see everything coming from a mile away. There are so many sort of warm and fuzzy moments in which the family's like, yeah, we gotta work together. Yeah, let's bloody do this. Yeah. And it just feels really cringy, to be honest. Coming back to that comparison with The Incredibles, I kind of got similar vibes for this, but keep in mind that The Incredibles is a movie that came out nearly 15 years before this one, and that is a movie with a similar premise of this dysfunctional family needing to come together and work together and find this love for each other and this cooperation with each other to solve the problem. It felt very derivative of that, which is a kids' family movie that came out many, many years before.
Do something! Don't just stand there! I need you to intervene!
You want me to intervene? Okay, I'm intervening! I'm intervening!
Sister Violet, let go of your brother!
Obviously a different theme, it's not about superheroes, but it's still like science fiction-y in a way, the robot apocalypse, and very, very similar themes. Do I think this is a bad movie? No, not by any means. It's certainly not an incredible film, nor is it the incredible film that everyone is trying to make it out to be. The animation style, cool. Like, it is pretty fun. It is unique. The 2D things that pop up around the characters, like little emojis and stuff and whatever, kind of reminded me of those Lizzie McGuire cartoon moments for some reason. And the blending of a lot of the animation styles is cool, and those meme edits are cool, but I can't help but think that they will age very quickly, and I also can't help but think that just because a movie tries a unique animation style, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a great movie by any means. That just means it's trying something new, and I do give this movie credit for its uniqueness in that sense, but I don't think that that elevates it to being this incredible film. Similarly, as I said with the themes of the film, I don't think that any of this stuff in the film is new, and I'm also struggling to figure out what the meaning of the film is. The dad in the film is very much about getting rid of technology so the family can be more connected. That's the working title of the film. As well as these technological advancement from the PAL company causing this apocalypse, I am trying to figure out if the message of the film is, hey, we should slow down with our technological advancements, or we should slow down and we should, take stock of things and we should connect and get rid of technology in our lives. I do see the connection between the CEO of PAL talking about his voice assistant saying that she is like his family and then tossing her aside, which causes her to start the robot apocalypse. And I guess that kind of speaks into this theme of like family being the most important thing in your life. But I wasn't sure if they were trying to do a commentary of the fact that we should like treat Siri and Google better and speak to them more politely because one day they might be more intelligent than us. I really struggled with what the purpose of this movie was. I guess the purpose of it is that you need to connect with other people rather than your phone. But then there are points where the main female character, the young woman who films everything and creates videos and creates memes on her laptop, she says, this is how I see the world, through this. So I wasn't sure if that was her saying, well, I see it through my phone. Like, I like using my phone. It just felt really not that good. No offense. I got very bored in the last half hour of this film and I kind of zoned out a lot and it moved very slowly. It definitely didn't need to be 2 hours. This movie is really overrated, and I think anyone saying that this movie is revolutionary should just watch it one more time. It's not that good. The animation is fun. The uniqueness of the animation is great, but overall this is not really an amazing movie. It's a good movie. It's a perfectly fine movie, but looking at something like The Incredibles, which came 15 years before and deals with very, very similar themes and very similar subject matter, aside from the technology kind of thing. But even funnily enough, now that I think about it, The Incredibles 2 did do this technology kind of thing, albeit badly, but they had the whole screenslaver thing and everyone is a slave to their phone. So that's actually just a little interesting tidbit I just thought of on the spot. But yeah, overall, The Mitchells vs. the Machines is a very overrated film. It's a fine film, you should definitely watch it, but it is not that good. Thank you so much for watching. Do you disagree with me? Roast me in the comments. Do you agree with me? Shout me out in the comments. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel as well, and check out some of my other videos. I've done a few videos like this. I also did a video on why Soul, the Pixar movie, is also quite overrated, And more recently, I did a video about how Brother Bear, the Disney film, is very underrated. So you got a choice there. Overrated, underrated, see where you want to go. Of course, I do many videos on a bunch of other pop culture things, including video games and music and television. Check them out, they're all on my channel. And I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. My name's been Radio Mike.
But I went to run my hand through your hair and I noticed you were attached to string. You were a puppet this whole time, you were attached to string.